Right now we're going to be learning how to do a slip knot and how to chain crochet. So what you're going to do is find the tail of your ball and hold it in your right hand and wrap it around twice around your pointer finger. And then you're going to use your thumb and your pointer finger, your thumb and your other fingers to kind of pinch this tail so it doesn't run around. To keep it right here. I'll show you that again. Find the tail with your right hand, wrap it around your pointer finger twice, and then pinch so your tail doesn't move. Now we're going to play leapfrog with these two loops that you have on your finger. We're going to take the back loop and leapfrog it over the first. Now what happens with leapfrog? The one who's in the back now goes over the one in the front. So we're going to take this one who's now in the back, and now we're going to leapfrog it over. And now not only is it going to leapfrog over the stitch, but it's going to go over your whole finger. And then pull down on your tail right here. And there's your slip knot. So I'll show it to you again. Take your tail in your right hand and wrap it around your finger twice. 1, 2. 1, 2. Pinch so this guy doesn't run around. Leapfrog back to front. Leapfrog back to front all the way over your finger. So you've got this loop still left on your finger. Pull the tail tight. There's your slip knot. So now that we have our slip knot, we're going to take our crochet hook and put the slip knot right on there. Don't pull it too tight. Don't make it too loose way out here, but just right. You want to be able to move the stitch up and down your crochet hook easily, but not with too much space. Now you're going to hold your crochet hook like this in this hand. And with this hand, you can kind of figure out how you want to hold the yarn. I do it like this, where it's wrapped in between my fingers and then looped around my pointer. But you can do it like this. You could wrap it around all your fingers. You could just do it around this. You can hold the yarn in your left hand however you want to. But the most important thing is that your crochet hook is in this hand, your yarn is ready to go, pulled out like this, and your tail is pointing down. And just like how we did with the leapfrog slip knot, you're going to use your thumb and your pointer finger to kind of hold this tail. Make sure it doesn't run around anywhere. So we have our slip knot on our crochet hook, our pinching fingers with the tail, and then our yarn wrapped around our fingers in whichever way we want over here. So now the next step is to do a yarn over. So this yarn right here is going to be the piece of yarn that we're working with. This is where all of our new stitches are going to come from. This is the stitch that's on our hook, and this is where the new stitch is going to come from. You're going to take your finger and this yarn and wrap it around the crochet hook. Wrap it over the crochet hook like that. So you have these two loops on your crochet hook, and you're going to use the hook, the very end of your hook, to grab this yarn and bring it through your loop, leaving you with another loop on your crochet hook. You're always going to end up with one loop on your crochet hook in the end once you've done a stitch. So let's look at that again. We start with our loop on our hook, or just our slip knot. take this yarn that we're working with for the new stitch, wrap it over the crochet hook like this. That's called a yarn over. Yarn over the crochet hook. Then we're going to use this hook to catch that yarn and bring it through our first loop. And that's how we do a stitch. See, we have these 2 stitches. I'll point to them with this smaller crochet hook. See this V, that's 1 stitch, and this V. This V is 1 stitch, and this V is another. So let's start back at the beginning. Gonna do our slip knot again. Boop, boop, slip knot onto the hook. Yarn over the hook, catch it with your hook, bring it through the first loop, leaving you with another 1 loop on your hook. And every time you do a new stitch, you can use your thumb and pointer finger, which are your pincher fingers, to kind of scooch on up there and grab that stitch that you just made. Always keeping your pointer fingers up here near as close to the hook as you can get them. Yarn over the hook, catch it with your hook through the first loop. Yarn over the hook, catch it through the first loop. Now the tricky part is definitely going through this loop, and it can feel really tough to get it through right here. It can be really tight and you don't feel like you can get all the way through. And if it's too tight and you feel like you can't get it all the way through, a good idea is to go back to here once you have your loop. Just make it a little bit looser so there's more room right there for your hook to be able to scooch through. So make it a little loose. Not too loose like this, because then our stitch will be way too loose and it'll look like that and there'll be a big hole, which we don't want. But make sure your loop isn't too tight, isn't too loose, but just about right. And you want to make sure that the yarn right here can just easily flow right through your fingers as you're pulling. The tension isn't, you're not gripping it like this to where it can't come through, and it's not too loose to where it's just falling through. But however you want to wrap it with your fingers, just make sure that if you pull, it can easily just slide on through. And that'll help. If this loop is at the right tension and this yarn coming through your fingers is at the right tension, it'll be easier for you to yarn over and just pull through. Over, got these 2 on here, bring it through. Yarn over the hook, bring it through. Yarn over the hook, bring it on through. And in this way, you're making a chain. It's very similar to finger crocheting, but this time we're using a crochet hook instead of just our fingers, which will allow us to make these chains a lot quicker and a lot more evenly stitched than when we were just doing them with our fingers. But these little V's that you can see are all the stitches that you do in the chain. 1, 2, V, 3 V, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like I've done 7 stitches in my chain so far. Let's do a couple more. Start with our loop on our crochet hook, our pinching thumb and pointer finger right here underneath our hook, and our yarn wrapped through our fingers here, pulled out, ready to be made into our new stitch. take this yarn over the crochet hook, so you have our stitch and then this other loop. We're going to bring the loop through the stitch on our crochet hook. Yarn over, through the loop. Pull out a little extra yarn, rewrap our fingers, re-pinch, make all the tension feel like it's okay. Make sure our tail's hanging out down here. Yarn over, pull through, re-pinch. Yarn over, grab it, and then pull it through. Yarn over, grab it, pull it through. You're going to do this slight twisting motion with the crochet hook. Right now the hook is pointed up, but when you bring it through, you're going to twist it, and that'll help you get it through that loop. Starts like this, over, then as you pull it through the stitch, twist the crochet hook with your right hand. There we go. And there's our chain.